visto mi podcast, Mezclas Abruptas, o me han escuchado en Ibero 90.9, ahí también tengo un programa de radio que se llama Mezclas Abruptas, nada más que ahí sí pongo música, no platico tanto. Y nada, estamos acá por muchísima información, un motivo de celebración de la música de Empire of the Sun, de los fans de Empire of the Sun y del Simifest. Entonces, antes que nada, les quiero agradecer que nos están acompañando.
Hola, México.
Bueno, les platico un poquito por qué estamos aquí. Sí, señor, por favor, tomen asiento, please, take a seat. La razón por la cual estamos aquí, la razón por la...
Here I am, back in my second home, Mexico.
¡Yay! La razón por la cual estamos aquí es porque después de 2 sold outs así increíbles de Empire of the Sun aquí en nuestro país, y con la presentación en el Simifest como headliners, decidimos hacer un Q&A exclusivo y especial para honrar esta conexión que tiene Empire of the Sun con los mexicanos. También vamos a aprovechar para platicar un poquito de lo que sucederá en el Simifest y de Chrysalis, el nuevo festival que creó Empire of the Sun y que van a poder, que va a suceder el siguiente año, en mayo, en Los Cabos, México. Y también tiene que ver mucho con la conexión que este gran proyecto musical tiene con nuestro país. Thank you for being here. How are you?
It is amazing to be back in my second home. Like I just said, I just got a Mexican passport.
Yay!
Not really, but I should, because I've been in your beautiful country for a lot of times this last year, and over the last 20 years.
Yeah, I know, and you come from the complete opposite side of the world.
Yeah, it only took me about 3 days to get here.
Yeah. Are you okay? Did you fly in directly from Australia?
Yeah, I just moved back to Perth, Australia, which is on the west side, so it's 5 hours to Sydney, then it's 17 hours to Dallas, and then it's 3 hours to Mexico City, but it's alright.
Fantastic.
I got it yesterday, and I went to Carla Fernandez's store, my new favourite designer, and I got this piece. So beautiful, one of your designers.
Fantastic.
And hopefully we get to work with her on making some custom pieces for in the future. But it's great to be back, so thank you for coming out.
Thank you for the journey, the music, and for giving us this time to talk a little bit about everything you're doing and planning. So the first thing that I wanted to tell you is I remember playing your song for the first time and listening to it on the radio when it was 2008, Walking on a Dream. And it's been quite a while. We're all grown up. And the thing that I wanted to ask you, because I realized that we've been listening to Empire of the Sun for so long that you're such a representative, an iconic band for a generation. And I wanted to understand, why is it still interesting for you to create music?
I think music is a lifeblood, you know, it's a power force. You know, music is like the breath of God. You know, you see someone standing normally and then you see music come through them. You see radiance on their face. They begin to boogie. They get moving. And music is so powerful. Jimi Hendrix said, if all the wars are going to end, and it's going to happen through music, you know. Because music doesn't lie. You know, that's the truth. And we take it very seriously, you know. We always ask God, give us the songs that you want us to sing. It's never just for the world. We want it to be spiritual, come from the source that's going to go beyond.
Beautiful. And talking about the connection we have with our country, I mean, you have 2 sold outs at Palacio de los Deportes, and also like you are wearing one of our designers. You are like very happy to be here, and I wanted to understand if you could describe this connection you feel to Mexico.
The first record came out the week my daughter was born, so I had a new baby in my arms, and then they were like, you have to go to shoot a music video now. We decided to shoot it here in Mexico, so my 2-year-old child came here. We started in Monterrey and then traveled down, went to Litla, and it was the most magical experience, you know, we've ever had. your people in your country, welcome us with open arms. You just gave us this big hug, and it felt like this country's been a real close friend to us for many years. In the Bible it says, some friends will destroy each other, but others will stick closer than a brother. And that's what it's felt like all these years. Every time we come back, it's not like that in every country, so it's been quite a warmth. And I do see a resemblance between Mexico and Australia. I've always said Mexico's like a psychedelic Australia.
Surrealist Australia, even though Australia is quite surreal.
Yeah, you have similar, very long history of indigenous, and it's just very close to our heart, and great to continue that friendship.
I love the way you call us Mexican Imperians, and that you call your fans across the globe Imperians. And I want to understand, if you could describe, what would a Imperian or fan, a follower of Empire of the Sun? It sounds like a cult, but what would they stand for? What does an Imperian stand for?
It stands for all the good things that come from the master muse. It's imagination, it's hope, it's faith, it's living for a strong vision. It's dreamers.
Yeah.
And people that believe. It's a lot of the great leaders, they say, all you have to do is believe. They say God is one thought away. It could be, I'm no good, or I'm the king. It's just one thought. So we try to encourage out the shows that it's not just songs. This is a movement of the spirit. So we can, through the music, go to that other place, which is the place we should try to live. Beautiful heavenly place.
That is beautiful, and just going back to 2008 and being here 2025 and then 2026, that we're going to be talking about Chrysalis a little bit later, but I really wanted to understand if you feel like Empire of the Sun has changed, or you specifically, you have changed, as a person or as an artist. What do you think has been the big evolution? Always changing.
Yeah, always changing. I met a guy the other day in Australia, an Aboriginal guy. He said, I met you 20 years ago at this awards show. And I thought, I didn't bother asking him, what happened. I was probably dancing on tables, So now it's more serious, and it's it kind of feels like I'm in a position of influence. I'm in a position where I have a power of influence over people. So now I feel like a bit of a shepherd. So I've changed a lot to the point where we're leading people. We want to lead them to the spirit. You look at the media, not this media, but you look at especially the media coming out of America, some of these places, it's built on propaganda and confusion and distortion and all this kind of thing, and it's designed to confuse people. So we want to say, let's break through, let's dissolve the distortion, and let's get through to God. And that's what we want to do.
Beautiful, thank you. Ahora we're going to talk about Simifest right now, and there's going to be some Spanish happening. Bueno, ahora vamos a platicar un poquito sobre el Simifest. También está aquí conmigo el licenciado Víctor González, CEO de Simifest, para platicar de esta experiencia, de por qué colaborar con los artistas que están en este headline, particularmente con Empire of the Sun. Licenciado Víctor, así me dijeron que habla, licenciado Víctor. ¿Cómo estás, Víctor? Estoy muy contenta de estar aquí. Me parece que el Simifest, pues en sus ediciones ha tenido un cartelazo, muchísimas cosas que a mí en lo personal me gusta. Y pues lo primero que te quiero preguntar es, ¿cuál es la intención detrás de hacer un festival y qué hace el Simifest diferente?
Bueno, como muchas cosas en nuestra empresa, empiezan por la petición de las personas, ¿no? Entonces, a raíz de la tendencia, que estamos muy agradecidos que la gente compraba al Dr. Simi y lo aventaba en conciertos, y seguimos ya con esta tendencia después de 4 años. Eso creo que nos unió mucho, nos acercó mucho a la música.
Sí.
Y de ahí tuvimos muchos comentarios de personas en redes sociales que quisiéramos un festival de música. Entonces de ahí le hicimos caso a la gente y dijimos, ¿por qué no hacerle un festival a las personas para reconocer a las personas? Porque el Dr. Simi se está usando, o se ha venido usando, para reconocer a los artistas.
Sí.
Entonces fue como, ahora vamos a reconocer a todas las personas haciendo un festival de música Simifest.
Eso es. ¿Qué es lo que más quieres ver mañana, además del carnaval?
Porque es diferente, porque...
Sí, ¿por qué es diferente?
Porque como todo lo que hacemos, nos gusta tener una causa. De hecho, ahorita que escuchaba las palabras de Luke, estamos muy alineados, qué casualidad, porque creemos que nosotros somos un movimiento, así nos vemos como un movimiento social, ecológico, y Simifest también tiene una causa, y la causa es ayudar a nuestra madre tierra. Estábamos hablando de eso ahorita y conectamos mucho con esto, la importancia de ayudar al planeta, y es por eso, porque cada boleto se transforma en una bolita, una pelotita de composta, que le llamamos bombas de vida para reforestar. Entonces la gente cuando va al Simifest está ayudando a reforestar con estas bombitas de vida que vamos a juntar y luego lanzar en la temporada de lluvias en zonas afectadas en nuestro país para reforestar.
Buenísimo, muchas gracias. ¿Y para ustedes qué representa tener este año Empire of the Sun como headliner? ¿Qué los llevó a elegirlos?
Bueno, yo personalmente he sido fan de Empire of the Sun desde hace muchos años y me encanta, y bueno, creo que sí, es un clásico, ha marcado esta generación y se nos hizo que teníamos que tenerlo. Y bueno, ahorita hablando con Luke, justamente empatamos con muchas cosas y no fue así que no fue casualidad, ¿no? que hayamos empatado y que sea el headliner de Simifest.
¿Y qué otros actos de esta edición te emocionan?
La verdad es que tenemos muchísimo talento, son demasiados artistas, de hecho quisimos meter a todos ahí, pero tenemos una gran cantidad de talento nacional e internacional, y todos me emocionan, los nacionales, los de México, los de fuera, son demasiados. La verdad es que sí, estoy muy orgulloso del line-up que generamos y creemos que va a ser excelente.
¿Y va a haber Simifest para más años?
Eso depende de la gente, si la gente le gusta Simifest y lo quiere, lo vamos a seguir haciendo.
Oye, justo ahorita que estamos hablando de la gente, te quería preguntar, como organizadores del festival, ¿qué es lo que esperan de ellos? ¿Qué les recomiendas para el festival? ¿Y cómo te gustaría que salieran del festival?
A mí lo que me encantó del Simifest versión, la primera edición, fue la energía que se generó en el festival. La verdad fue una energía de amor, de convivencia, todo el mundo estaba feliz, no hubo ningún tema, ningún problema, que esperaría que se la pasaran muy bien, que disfrutaran el Simifest, que conocieran todas las actividades. Hay muchas actividades y secciones y activaciones, está la fábrica de bombas de vida donde pueden hacer las bombitas de vida. No solamente vamos a donar las 20,000 boletos que van a entrar al Simifest, sino también vamos a invitar a la gente a que haga las bombitas de vida con las manos. Entonces los invito a que exploren, que busquen, que chequen. Hay comida, hay muchísimas cosas que van a poder hacer.
Hermoso. Oye, quería platicarte, de hecho, cuando le conté a mis amigos que iba a estar aquí platicando con ustedes dos, es que Simi lo ha hecho increíble con la música, desde los muñequitos hasta el festival, y como que de alguna forma se ha insertado en esa cultura y ese medio de entretenimiento que la verdad es bien poderoso y une mucho a la gente y ayuda a transformar mentes. Te quería preguntar sobre esa conexión entre Simi y la música.
Yo coincido, la música es sumamente poderosa, nos mueve hacia arriba, hacia abajo, y bueno, ¿por qué el Dr. Simi, lo que representa al Dr. Simi es que baila, es la música, siempre ha sido la música. He's the only mascot that actually dances. Y bueno, otra vez, ¿qué nos acercó a la música? La tendencia, y que la gente empezó a reconocer a los artistas en los conciertos. Y bueno, creo que la música sí tiene que ver con salud, porque levanta el ánimo y se sabe que cuando hay menos estrés, la gente está más saludable y la gente necesita de tener estas interacciones sociales. Entonces creemos que está conectado con levantar el bienestar de las personas.
Hermoso. Luke, regarding Simifest. I was thinking this morning that Empire of the Sun is not only music, it is a visual universe, it is like an immersive experience, and that's what going to one of your shows is like. Do you believe this is correct, an immersive experience?
Definitely. It's a great quote I heard years ago, and it's a lot of people here with their eyes.
Yeah.
You know, we've been given these beautiful eyes, so we want to make it beautiful.
And how would this immersive musical experience of Empire of the Sun be like at Simifest? What can we expect?
Extravaganza.
Yes!
Like none other. A phenomenal show.
Okay, so we got Leon Bridges, Rye, Maribu State, and one of my national favorites, Canocho. What is it like for you to headline a festival such as Simifest?
Well, it's like the best thing in the world, right? You have an enormous crowd, amazing production, you know, incredible run festival, amazing promoters. I don't know what else you need really. For me, I have the best position in the world, you know, so to be back in my second home performing, it's a dream come true really, so
Sure.
let's go.
Yay!
You know what he needs?
You know what?
I know what you need.
What?
Your own Simi.
Oh,
Customized.
There we go.
It's a tradition.
We'll go with that.
maybe
That's the next one.
you can tell them about the tradition in Mexico.
Look at this. Oh,
So there's a tradition in Mexico that started like 4 years ago where people bought Dr. Simi in pharmacies. We actually are a pharmaceutical company. And they customize it and throw it to their favorite artist as a symbol of gratitude, basically. And they personalize it and they throw it, and it's a way of Mexico recognizing their famous, most loved artist.
wow. Look at that.
And important that this is made with people with different disabilities. It's a factor that people with disabilities has a really good cause.
Awesome, beautiful. Thank you.
And this is the last gift that I promise.
Oh,
We can open. This is a new product that we're launching. It's a new format. If you can open it.
wow. Yeah, go ahead. You seen it here first, guys.
Simi Pop that is coming out.
There I am.
Small
That's
version.
so cool. This is the best looking one I think I've seen. You know?
And it has a thing where you can put it in your.
Oh wow. Simifest, come on.
That way you can recognize your
Our
gear.
newest
first
mascot,
one.
you're out of your job right here, so
The first one, it doesn't have any.
Really?
Yeah, so it's for you.
come on folks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, to keep talking about your experience with Simifest after the gifts, I wanted to ask you, and I think this is very important for me to understand, is that after all these years, if you still feel pressure when you're headlining, and I ask this because I believe that an Empire of the Sun show is pretty much like a ceremony, that it is a spiritual thing, that you sort of like understand things, inside of you, and it's not only, like just music and fun and beer or whatever. And you were saying that now you feel more responsible with the power that you have and everything. So I just wanted to understand, as a headliner, you're the thing people leave off with, and I wanted to understand if you still feel pressure by headlining Simifest or any other festival, obviously. But if you feel this pressure or responsibility of, creating an experience for them.
Yeah, I think there's pressure like every one of us, you get up in the morning and there's this kind of, there's two voices. There's one that's like, become a robot today and be this, or the other one where it's like, be free and be like a dove. So there's always pressure each time, but I feel like I'm kind of prepared for this time. I feel how they say, you're built for this. You know, everything's happened since I was a kid to be here right now. And I feel we're put in this position. We're going into battle every day in this crazy world that we're in, and I feel excited to be in that position and go to battle with these songs. You know, we're fighting the oppression with melody.
Yeah. Are there any expectations that you have from us, the Mexican influence?
Expect a party.
For tomorrow.
Expect nothing less than smiling faces and amazing energy.
And last question, what do you think is the connection between health and music? Health and music.
I think music makes the heart boogie, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, melody and singing and yeah, music's like a medicine. You know, it's so important to have music running through your veins.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a song can change someone's day and life and everything. So yeah, music is very powerful.
It's sometimes a healing experience, right? Like if you're sad, it can help you go through it, you know, or if you're happy, it can help you celebrate and everything. So it's also very connected to our mental health as well.
Yeah, I think so. It's all kinds of music, from metal through to classical, you know, it's just holds visible power.
Excellent. Well, I think we finished talking about Simifest. Any additional message you want to give us, Victor, about the festival tomorrow? ¿Todo bien?
Todo.
Pues muchísimas
Listos.
gracias.
You ready? You look pretty calm for a promoter.
Looks pretty calm,
right?
yeah.
Pretty calm. You guys like, this guy's got a million things to do, right?
No, muy listos y pues bienvenidos todos, esperamos mañana.
Simifest, come on!
Bueno, ahora vamos a platicar de Chrysalis, que es este festival que Empire of the Sun creó y que va a suceder en Los Cabos el siguiente año, en mayo. Y pues nada, tenemos información sobre ese festival y las runas y las intenciones detrás del mismo. So, Luke, we are going to be talking about Chrysalis.
Chrysalis, come on!
So it's happening 14th to 16th of May in 2026 in Los Cabos, Mexico. In one of my favorite places, I really like the place around like Crania and El Hotel El Ganso and all of that.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is
I just
beautiful.
went there first time a month ago when we showed everything, so.
Magical. So tell us, what is Chrysalis and how did you first, think of it?
I think Empire's literally, I think we've been making a music festival our whole lives, you know, that's what we were trying to do with our shows, you know, let's incorporate all the different elements, but we got promoted by we got approached by 100X and they said, do you want to do your own festival? And it was like, come on, this is like a dream, really, for Empire. So I thought, what do I want a festival to be? And I want a festival to be more than the music like we always talk about, so people can come there and experience a lot of different mediums. So they can experience obviously music, but then artists that we love, spirit, they can go, if they've got things they want to let go of, they can go into the prayer tent, let go of things. If they need healing in their body, they can get healed. They can ride a horse, they can get taken away and do, experience all these different things at a 3-day kind of getaway and then leave transformed, kind of what a chrysalis is, going into the cocoon and leaving as a beautiful butterfly. Who wouldn't want to go to that, right?
I really want to go to that. There's plenty of musical and art experiences around the world, around the globe. Why create this now?
Now is the perfect time. There's all this crazy stuff that's happening in the world right now. It feels we have to, what we were talking about before, we have to break through the distortion that seems to be quite heavily promoted in the media. You alright?
No, but now I have a simi.
No way. We got the close up on it.
Yeah, that water back here. If I could get more, it would be great. Yeah, so some healing from Simi and some healing from the music and the festival, all right? So you were saying why create this now, and I wanted to ask you why I mean, we've been talking about your connection with Mexico, but why did you pick it for Chrysalis?
The title.
No, the venue. Why Mexico for Chrysalis?
Well, the promoters, they own the site there, and yeah, the place has been running some destination events there, so it's set up. It's pretty much the most idyllic place for a festival. It has, it's right on the beach, and then you have beautiful trees, you have beautiful iguanas, there's huge iguanas running around. And funnily enough, it came to me in a dream, it should be Chrysalis, and we get there to shoot the content, and there's thousands of butterflies. So that was my first confirmation that it was there.
That it had to be there.
Yeah, it was actually had to be so. There's a cactus garden, there's a mangrove garden, there's the ancient ruins in the round rock, so it's pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the best place for a festival you could pretty much ask for.
And what does the name mean? Why did you name it Chrysalis? What's the story behind that?
Well, transformation, the chrysalis is, going from the cocoon to the butterfly, so.
Yeah.
This is what I want to go for, is the transformation. I know everyone says that festivals are like, but I don't know. I think this is probably the first festival that is really going for that. I really want people to be transformed. They come there, they hear music, but everyone has to let go of things, There's things I'm constantly trying to let go of. Like, don't be so impatient, don't do this, don't do that. So, we want to really promote that place. People can come there. People will say to me, oh, it's great that you're into the spirit. I'm into this, but everyone is a spirit. We came down from the heavens. We have a little bit of time here, and then we go back to the heavens. So we're all a spirit, we're all a soul. So I think it's time for people to let go of the fact that they're into something else, we're all spirit. I want to promote that. Come be free.
Yeah.
Leave as a butterfly.
Destination festivals make me nervous, personally nervous. They feel like, yes, it's partying, but it's also transformative. Like, you always come out thinking something new, or feeling something new, or understanding something. And I just wanted your advice for the fans at Chrysalis. Like, how should they enter the festival? With what attitude?
I think you got to enter with an open mind. It's the first year, so it's going to be, it's always very exciting the first time, just like the first kiss or the first, getaway or adventure. So there's going to be that really great energy of the first time, but also it comes with that challenges. It's going to be things that we don't know what's going to happen. So. But have to come with an open mind, to be open to what's happening. We want this to be really filled with imagination and love and a lot of hope.
Fantastic. You're involved politically in this festival, and I would like to understand, beyond the music, other creative things that you have done for the festival in terms of the other activities that we will find there.
Yeah, I'm kind of involved in everything from down to designing what the person at the hot dog stand is going to be wearing. My graphic designer as well as a fashion designer, all these other things. So I'm involved in every little detail. So I'm not sleeping from now until the festival. Yeah. But we want to have installations, light installations. We want to have the festival's built around 5 symbols that came to me when I was on a surf trip in Hawaii. I kind of had a dream, and I was there with my brother and some friends, and the different symbols came to me. The key, the door, the wings, the egg, and the bells are 5 symbols, which all represent something that, you know, can be a transformation in someone's life. Like sometimes you just have to go through a new door. You just have to go, I'm done with you, I'm going through this door now. So the symbols are going to be prevalent throughout the site. There's going to be doors set up, and, you know, at times you can go through this door. And there's going to be keys that you can find, kind of like a treasure hunt of the future. You know? So maybe you find a key in the sand, and that'll open a door at the festival that goes to a room that's filled with, you know, princesses with pet frogs, you know, singing with bells, you know, like a sound bath or something. And to be quite like imaginative and exploratory. So the symbols will be around that you can find. And when my daughter was really young, we played at a festival in Exeter in the UK, and it was you had to find the unicorn. And she thought it was like the best thing in the world. It's like, where's the unicorn? So we spent like the whole weekend following these signs to find the unicorn. So I kind of want to take things from, you know, that experience and bring them into the time now that even though we're grown up, still want that imagination as a kid.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that, but it sounds like it also helped us connect with that curiosity we had as children.
Yeah, it's very important that we still come as a child. We still come as young kids with that imagination. I was behind this door like the other day. I have a pretty cool recording studio in my house. My son brought his friends over, and I'm like, "Can you see the studio?" The look on their face when they saw all my machines and drum machines and synthesizers, I was like, "Whoa! Like, what does this do?" They couldn't believe it, you know. It was like, so yeah, I want to press into that, so that people come there and they get taken away to that dream, because that's so important to keep that dream alive, you know, as you're a kid.
Well, and I was reading up, because obviously I thought it was a great festival idea. I was reading up, and you can see it either in Ganso, you can also do the glamping at Crania, which is also like it's like Tatooine from Star Wars, you know, like it's a really magical, weird place. And yeah, so just very excited about the festival. Is there anything else you want to say about Chrysalis?
There's another thing that I haven't told, that, you know, it wasn't in the press release because everyone's like, it's going to confuse everyone, but I want to shoot, the whole festival, we're going to shoot an art house film, so basically we're going to have hundreds of costumes, and basically anyone that wants to be in the film that comes there can be. So it can be at 1 o'clock, the frog is getting married to the emperor under by stage 2. So we're going to be filming as we go, and obviously people don't want to be, they don't have to be, but if they want to be actors, they can be part of it.
So it's like a creative space in which fans are just going to like go into.
Yeah, kind of like the Uber model, you know, you can all be part of it, part of the company, and they can sort of immerse themselves into it. So we're going to have a lot of film directors come along, actors, so a bunch of my actor friends, and this and that. And people, rather than the festival ends and like, here's a quick cut up of different bands playing, which is great, but we want it to be more like we're making something together. So we finish this festival and we made a movie.
Like co-creating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic. Well, I think this is all the questions that I have. We're going to move to the questions from the media and everyone that's here with us.
La primera es por acá.
La primera es por acá.
Hola. Hola, yo soy de Toma Music. Un gusto. Mi inglés es muy malo, no sé si me puedes ayudar a traducirlo.
Yo te ayudo a traducir.
Muchas gracias. En el disco Hasta God está tejido con imágenes y colores que se sienten místicos, sagrados y luminosos. y pareciera que vinieran de otro mundo, me gustaría saber cuál es la búsqueda personal o espiritual que dio forma al núcleo emocional de este álbum y cómo es que estos viajes interiores influyeron en la creación del universo detrás de las canciones de ese mismo disco.
Híjole, vamos por partes.
Lo siento.
Es muy buena pregunta, okay. So, she wants to learn about a Zach God. Primera pregunta de ¿eso es un mundo de?
O sea, la pregunta en general es ¿cómo es que dentro de toda la espiritualidad que él tiene en su, pues sí, en su universo que es Empire of the Sun, cómo es que llega a eso? O sea, ¿cuáles son los viajes que él ha tenido que explorar y qué es lo que quiere incluir con esas canciones?
Okay, so regarding the spiritual universe that you have, she wants to know what are the trips or personal journeys that you've gone through that are part of your last record.
Ooh. Well, there's a lot of, well, actually just about to release some documentary series that goes into this, but I'll let you guys in on it now. When the pandemic hit, I basically said, Empire of the Sun's finished. That's it. Been working together 20 years, I was exhausted. I moved from Los Angeles to Northern California, I bought a log cabin and lived on a 6-acre property on a private lake. And, so the first 2 years of the pandemic, it was everything's, all the machines are gone. I'm leaving the mansion. It's that quote, like if you really love something, you set it free and it'll come back to you. So
Yeah.
shut down the whole thing, and it actually was really therapeutic to walk away from something you love so much. But then I started getting all these confirmations. People were getting healed through the music from cancer. People were getting married. They were getting taken away. They were having all these different amazing experiences through the music I've made. So it made me realise what we've created is bigger than us, and it was, you know, it's an affirmation that
You had to come back.
yeah, I had to come back. So that was one thing. That was pretty big. I think my father passed away recently, but he'd always say to me, "You got 3 minutes to tell the world what you're talking about." And I always got so much from that. So I think when we came back, it was like, what are we actually trying to say? You know? And that happened through the songs, like changes. You know, it was about looking at the changes happening. To Cherry Blossom, which was rather than trying to get people into heaven, try and get heaven into people. You know, look at the paradise in front of your eyes. So I like to think, and obviously the title track, Ask That God, is about, you know, you have not because you ask not. You know, it's very important that anything that you want, if it's in the will for your life, it will be granted, you know. So if you really, really want something, you have to ask God. You know, you don't ask the guy, can you copy? You know, you fall into prayer and say, please, can I have this, you know? If it's meant for you, it'll be granted, you know. So, yeah, a lot of things, really. It was a powerful record for us. It was kind of, felt like we went through a new door. Like this one prophet, he prophesied over me. He said, you're going to go through a cathedral door. You're going to be in a cathedral about this size. And next year, you're going to go through another door. It's going to be a bigger cathedral. And you're going to go through another door. And it felt like that's what's happening.
Alberto preguntar.
Hi there, this is Michelle, and I have 2 questions. The first one, I noticed yourself so curious about the Simi that is next to you. Is there any chance that at Simifest we can see Ezra dancing with the Empire of the Sun?
Yes!
Thank
You want
you!
to come on stage, bro? Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That's a great question. I was thinking the same thing the whole time. This guy.
Amazing. And my second question about Chrysalis. Is there any other Mexican beach that we can wait for you to come with this festival?
Any other
Mexican beach, maybe Oaxaca, or I don't know.
any other beach?
Yeah, any other venue here in Mexico?
Yeah, I guess the question is if there are going to be more than one Chrysalis edition, and if you're thinking of moving it around other Mexican beaches or other Mexican shores.
It depends on how the first one goes, I guess. But
Okay, I'll let it happen then.
but you know, this country's so beautiful. You know, it's like there's so many amazing places. It's like, of course, yeah, as much as we can do in the amount of time we have, right? It's, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hola, buenas tardes, Lisa Rivera del Proceso. Dos preguntas. La primera es sobre Chrysalis y es si hay algún número ya de bandas o nombres definidos que podrían adelantarnos. Me parece que es muy importante esto, tanto internacionales, mexicanas, ya quizá que es así, ¿no? Y si ha tenido alguna experiencia interesante justamente al hacer esta curaduría, ¿no? Si se ha encontrado con música de México que le interese. Y la otra es para Víctor, que bueno, esta figura del doctor Sim creo que ha sido una sorpresa, diría yo, para ustedes, pero también para el público mexicano, ¿no? Cómo ha crecido, digamos, en materia de música, que los obligó justamente a incluso entrar en materia de festivales, ¿no? ¿Hacia dónde va este festival? Y si ya tiene como muy claro en algún momento si se irán por algún género o incluso hasta ediciones en otros estados. Gracias.
¿Vas primero, Víctor? ¿Sí?
Gracias por la pregunta. Primera, ¿me puedes repetir la primera? Es que no. No, pero la primera sobre las mías.
Sí, o sea, seguramente la figura como que los orilló de alguna manera a un festival. Yo creo que para todos fue como una sorpresa como este muñeco, pues toda la exponencia que ha tenido en México, ¿no? Y de alguna manera si han pensado incluso en ediciones en otros estados.
Ok, pues sí, o sea, igual somos mucho de la idea de probar y experimentar cosas diferentes. Por ejemplo, el Simifest, pero muchas otras cosas nos gusta ser diferentes y más que orillarnos, nos encanta hacerle caso al público y probar cosas diferentes que nos acerquen más a la gente. Otros lugares, sí, efectivamente sí, si este sale muy bien, igual pensaremos en otros estados de la República, es una buena idea. Y géneros, también vamos a estar buscando cambiar, de hecho, si cambia un poquito del primero a este, y no tengo exactamente qué otros géneros vamos a tener, pero posiblemente sí vamos a abrirnos a otros géneros.
La pregunta para Luke. Luke, they're asking about Chrysalis, and they want to know if you have any artists' names from the lineups that you can tell us about.
I don't know, I'm not allowed to say that now, but we have some great Mexican artists. Just hint at things, or I don't know.
Don't get in trouble yet.
I'm trying not to get in trouble, but yeah, we have some great.
How many?
It's going to be 25 acts. So yeah, we have a main stage, which is bigger acts, and a B stage, which is all kinds of indie acts, and then we have a dance stage, which kicks off, late into the night. As well as the main acts, there's going to be different performances around the grounds, harp players and drumming and all kinds of different things, art installations. Yeah. There's going to be 2 dome tents, and one will be filled with empires and memorabilia and films playing. And this and that. And the second one will be called the Rebirth tent. And that's going to be where you can go for a sound bath or healing, for prayer, all kinds of things. So.
My name is Alexia, and well, I want to ask about our country. Like, I know you like Mexico so much, and Mexico is just a chaotic, colorful, and super funny place. Like, you can see Dr. Simi dancing on with a lot of more characters. But I want to ask you, like, if you can take something from Mexico that really inspires you, and you can put it in a song, what it would be? Like, what would you take to Mexico?
Well, I'm really inspired by the Alebrijes.
Alebrijes.
Alebrijes. Yeah, lately about how he had a dream that was, it sounds like dreams I had, you know, where it was metamorphosis of different animals and that. We're going to have 10 or 15 giant Alebrijes around the festival site, so I love that. It's so beautiful, you know, different animals.
And if I may add, you were asking if he could bring something from Mexico and place it in Australia, what would it be?
No, in a song. Like,
okay.
If you make a song about something in Mexico.
I would take the Alebrijes back to Australia and have them all around.
Would you make a song about Alebrijes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you should, and it really matches like your aesthetic. So thanks. Welcome to Mexico.
Yeah, thank you. And Carla Fernandez, you know, my favorite new designer. We want to do some collaboration.
Have you met her?
No, I haven't met her yet.
That needs to
I
happen.
discovered her yesterday. So. Oh, we have contact. My road manager saying so. Hopefully. Oh, okay. You heard it first, guys.
Ahí está, una colaboración posible.
Right here. Hola, Ricardo Gutiérrez para All Access Radio. Preguntarle a Luke, ha estado en muchos festivales, si pudiera llevarse a una banda del cartel del Simifest, a Chrysalid, ¿cuál sería? Si conoce alguna o alguna mexicana. Y si nos pudiera contar alguna anécdota de Ask the Good que nos haya contado o que le guste contar a menudo.
So, first question is if you could take one artist from the Simifest lineup and take it to Chrysalis, which one would it be? Or if there's any other artist that you're interested in booking for Chrysalis?
Leon Bridges.
Yeah.
A keyboard player, actually. I have to have a word to me. He played with Leon Bridges the other day. Or love to. So, yeah, he's incredible.
Well, is he on the lineup?
He's not on the lineup. He was busy. Yeah.
And the second question is if there is another story behind Ask That God that you could share with us that hasn't been shared right now.
There's a lot of stories. What kind of story? A scary one? A happy one?
Feliz, que dé miedo, ¿cómo quieres que sea la historia? Pero con alguna característica es que dice que hay muchísimas historias. Una feliz, a happy one.
I already said depressing. Can we come back to that?
Ahorita regresamos a la respuesta, la va a pensar, es que se ve que está acá procesándola mientras pasamos a otra pregunta y ahorita regresamos.
You know, happy one with the filming of we shot all the videos in Thailand, and I think, well, you know, it's not so much about making music, but it's about making all the films and that. My son became the main character, he's the boy in all the music videos, changes and all that. I thought that was a kind of happy story because we were like, do you want to be the main character? You know, so I was there in Thailand filming with my son, walking through the jungle, you know, 40-degree heat for days on end. Yeah, so that was a good story. But, so a good one. Yeah.
Thank you. Last question. Hi, Luke. We know you love Mexico. Over the past few months, I think I've seen Fire of the Sun more than my family. You even recorded We Are the People at Las Posas. And while back, how this deep immersion in Mexican culture influenced your mythology of Empire of the Sun and the concept of Chrysalis?
Yeah, I think all it sort of seeps into you, kind of like the humidity, you come into a country and the colours, and then I love these designs that come through the Aztecs from way back, the fantastical head pieces, I think it naturally just sort of infuses into your body and you kind of memory. From that first time, I love, Littler, the sculptures were designed by Edward James, who was a British guy actually. He came there and he was on the top of the waterfall and he got consumed by these blue butterflies. And he said, "This is where I build my life's work." And he employed 50 of the locals. And that always stuck with me, that moment of beauty. And then the sculptures he went on to create, which were quite Mexican inspired, that Aztec, brutalist, Art Deco kind of sculptures. So that was always been a big inspiration. To the colour, obviously. A lot of things. I'm going to have a little bit of answer, about half an hour. Yeah.
Esa fue la última. Muchas gracias. Esa fue la última pregunta. Pues, thank you, Luke, for being here and telling us all about the music, Simifest, and Chrysalis.
Yeah, so excited.
I'm excited for all of it.
I'm very excited, and thank you for welcoming us back again and having us here.
Víctor, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí, por la plática, por organizar el Simifest. Y yo quiero uno de esos así que se parezca a mí. Gracias a todos por estar acá y darse la vuelta y nada, muchísimo que disfrutar de la música.
Thank you.
Se nos pueden llevar un poco al centro, por favor, para los medios. Luke and Victor, if you can give us a photo in the middle of the stage, please. With Simi.
Get the stereo, get the music going, get some dance. Maybe music on the radio. This is going to be the best part of the press conference. You ready? Yeah. Don't fall off the stage, alright? Let's go. Closer.
Okay. Look, can you see the here, please? Ready? Go. Here, please. Please, yes.
Over here. Where's our music? Come on, guys. Come on. Music. Music. Up. This is where we get started.